There's one species that's been extremely difficult to hunt recently, and it used to not be this difficult, but that's going to be the black-tailed deer. Up until now, you used to be able to find them pretty much all over the map. You didn't only have to find them during drink times. Now, typically, the only place you can find the blacktail is during drink times at the lakes or rivers. However, we've been doing some scouting recently, and we found some pretty cool spots. So I'll show you the setup that we have for today. We're going to be hunting over here by Mount Leviathan. We happen to have 4 tents set up over here. One is actually over here by this outpost, and we have a tent set up right here next to this tree stand, followed by these 2 feed zones for the blacktail. Then we have a tent set up here with a tree stand and 2 need zones here, followed by another tent here with 2 feed zones here and a tree stand here. Lastly, by the Leviathan Lake, we actually have a tent here with a lookout tower here where we might be able to call on this blacktail into range. If not, we have a stand set up right here. Alright, so we just got up into our first tree stand here, and we already have eyes on some blacktail headed this direction. So far we have a doe right there. That is not a blacktail, but that, however, is a blacktail buck. Not a very big one, but he's not super tiny either. He is in fact a level 3, and he's out there 130 yards out. So we'll see if we can't get him to come closer and try and go for a shot. But then we also have another blacktail coming in from over here. And there happens to be a couple more blacktail bucks coming in out over here. They're all roughly the same size, but you never know what's gonna step out. Alright, so in this particular location here, I don't believe these deer are gonna come any closer, mainly because if you look behind us, the outpost is right there. And they are very hesitant in coming much closer than this right here. So we'll probably go for about an 80-yard shot on this buck. If he comes closer, amazing. But if not, you know what? Well, that's all right. We can go for an 86-yard shot. Just like that. All right, so we dropped him right there. First blacktail buck is down. And there's another one right there at 95 yards out. We may get a shot on him as well. We'll give him a couple seconds, let him calm down, and see if we can't take another perfect shot. But getting back to the buck that we were at before, let's go for a 120-yard shot on this buck right here. And that was absolutely money. All right, well, there we go. Perfect shot on him as well. Now we have yet one more out here at 150, and I believe we can make it happen. It is not going to be easy, not at all. But with our skills, we could for surely make it happen. Another perfect shot. That's 3 perfect shots on blacktail bucks. Well, at this point, we should probably get down and head to the next spot. All right, here's our first blacktail buck piled up down right over here. Let's pick him up, and that's going to be an 87-yard perfect double lung shot. Right through the shoulder, and still got double lung at 87 yards. It's going to be a 96.96 blacktail buck. So not too small, but not too big. All right, next up we got our second buck piled up down over here, which we took at about 150 yards. Here he is laying right here, as a matter of fact, and it's going to be a 130-yard double lung spine shot. 88.19. Very, very nice. And lastly, we got this buck piled up down over here, which he was about 160. Let's find out how far he was. It's going to be a 148-yard lung, liver, intestine, stomach shot and a 114.12. All right, it's time to head to the new spot. Now this spot is incredible for a couple reasons. One, the view is absolutely stunning. Once you get over here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So already you can see we got a black bear right out there, and then we got a whole entire herd of blacktail, including a very nice level 3 blacktail buck. And we also happen to have our tree stand set up right there. So let's start calling and get this big buck to come into range. Not only that, we could probably even call on this black bear as well. All right, well, let's have a look. Oh, wow, that's a good buck. Holy, look at that rack. That right there is a huge gold potential blacktail buck. I don't care if he's only level 3. That is a massive, massive buck. I mean, compared to this thing, it's absolutely nothing. But hey, that's still another decent 3 right there as well. Then we'll see if we can't get lucky enough to get him to come in. Of course, after this guy. That's going to be our number 1 priority. All right, well, right now we got him trotting in out there at about 115 yards. He's slowly working his way in. And since we have these does coming right towards us, he should follow him on in, right underneath us. Although hopefully it doesn't happen like last time where he ends up stopping underneath the tree stand, because that would not be too pretty. All right, but our big buck is about to step into range. In fact, he's sitting out there at about 65 yards. That's gonna be a shot as soon as he steps out of that grass. We got does all around us here. They're right underneath us. We got a decent buck there. That buck stopped out there at 55 yards. It's for surely a shot. All we gotta do now is wait for him to turn broadside. 50 yards out right there. Oh. We need him to stop. Definitely not taking him on the trot. I am absolutely not sure why. There we go. And he's out there at 50 yards. Now what we might try and do is double up. Because if we can get a great shot on him, then I would love to get a follow-up on this guy. Alright. There he is, right there. 50 yards out. We just gotta get him to stop. 55. 45. And we smoked him. But can we get a double? No, because he's gonna take off. Our buck, however, is piled up. That's the buck that we want right there. Ooh, we had him. We absolutely had him. Oh my God, he took a step right when we took that shot. It's okay. It's okay. We'll let them calm down and we'll be able to call them back in. I can't imagine they're gonna go too far, honestly. Oh, we got a 2 over there. Another tiny buck. Okay. The moment this buck steps out, we're taking him down with the 22-250. Because that's all we have at this point. That's not him. That's one of them. But that's not him. Although it really doesn't make too much difference at this point. Alright, well, it looks like we're not going to get any of the other bucks from this spot, but that's okay. This buck wasted so much of our time. And yeah. Sometimes you just got to cut your losses and move on to the next spot. Which in this case here is exactly what happened. We got the biggest buck down, so I don't even know why we're spending so much time out here trying to get some other small bucks anyways. It doesn't really make a difference. We got the most important one down, and we even got a doe for a bonus. But let's go over here and take a look at our huge blacktail buck. He's got some good mass and some really good points. Let's take a look at him. It's gonna be a 134.67 gold. And we got a lung shoulder blade shot there at 46 yards. Couldn't quite get double lung because the shoulder slowed it down quite a bit. But that is a solid blacktail. Look at the mass on that buck. Wow. Some good main beams as well. All right, the next location is about to happen right here. Now this spot, I know for a fact there's some big bucks at. It's just a matter of whether or not they're gonna come into the call. I don't know. We might be a little too far away. Wait, did I go to the right spot? Yeah, we did. Okay, so he feeds up there on top of that ridge. And essentially the only way he'd be able to come in is come down that mountain all the way to this lake down here. There's no way to set up a tree stand on the top. I mean, there might be somewhere up there to set up a stand, but you can't put a tent up. Oh, right there, right there, right there. Holy, look at that buck. Oh, that's a giant. That is an absolute monstrous blacktail buck. Wow. I was honestly a little bit worried about that as well. And that's another beautiful blacktail. What I was worried about is the fact that our tent might be a little bit too close to this location here, which essentially could spook our bucks, and that's pretty much exactly what just happened. Also, now the wind is blowing right directly towards them, so that is not going to be ideal. But we're going to have faith and be patient. We're going to get up in the stand, wait, and hope the wind shifts, because when it does, we're going to start calling. And look at what's coming in over here. We got a blacktail doe stepping up right over the top of this ridge. The big buck should be coming in right behind her. But there also happens to be a whole entire pack of coyotes coming this direction as well. Holy, look at that. There's a real nice level 6 out there, and another 6 there as well, followed by some more black-tailed deer over there. So that could be where our big buck's gonna come in from. But for the time being, let's focus on trying to get these nice coyotes to come into range. Also, what I didn't tell you is we happen to set out our caller right underneath us. All right, so it looks like that 6 did not come into the call. But we do happen to have this female coming in over here. I'm not sure why the 6 didn't come in. But we for surely have 2 females coming in right over the top of the ridge here. Right towards us. Right there, right there. All right, we got eyes on both coyotes. They are right out there, about 115 yards out and closing. It's still kind of strange that the male coyote didn't come in. We had a real nice 6 over there, and he didn't come into the call. In fact, he's right there. Unless he's going all the way down to the bottom and then looping over. Oh, he's definitely coming in now. Holy, yes he is. Wow. We got him out there about 95 yards out and closing. But we got these coyotes here at about 50 yards out from us. They're about to be in range. Yep, right there, 62 yards. Let's pull back and get ready. Once he gets to there, that's going to be about 45 yards. Oh boy, if he would have stopped there, that would have been perfect. It's still perfect. We dropped him. Oh, the other coyote's getting a little bit hesitant there. But I'm not really too worried about that one. I'm mainly worried about the 6 coming in. Oof. The wind is blowing right towards him. Now I kind of understand what the situation is that we're dealing with here. But that's all right, because we can still let one fly. Oh my God, we hit him. Wait, what is this one? Did we shoot the wrong one? Oh, we shot the wrong one, you guys. We had one right there. We didn't even know it. We didn't even know it. Oh my God. How the heck did we do that? We literally had him 65 yards out from us, and we're going for a 120-yard shot on a different coyote for no reason at all. Oh, he stopped. Wait. He's coming back. He's hanging tight out there. Oh, no. And he's going across. Wait, but he can't go anywhere, so he can only come this direction. Here he comes. Oh, nope, he turned back around again. I mean, granted, we did make a pretty good shot, and we hit that coyote at about 120 yards, which was awesome. But what would have been more awesome is if we could have smoked this coyote at 80 yards, and we could have had a nice male down. Well, I think we lost him. Last I saw him was right over there, and I haven't seen him since. But don't worry. Guess what? We're coming back tomorrow. And guess what else is going to be here tomorrow? That big level 6 male coyote. So hopefully we'll be able to get either lucky enough to get the big buck to come in, and after that, we can take down that male coyote. But for now, let's turn off this collar. Well, for one, let's get out of this tree stand. And for 2, let's turn off the collar. Then we'll move the tent and come back here tomorrow. I'm actually super excited to see that big blacktail. Honestly, he is massive. He is a great buck. Wow, is he impressive. I mean, he does happen to have the small diamond rack as well. So that's super cool. All right, but let's go over here and grab our female coyote. We should probably go over there and track down our other coyote as well, but then again, he'll probably be there tomorrow, so it's not the end of the world. Here's our female, and we made an epic 37-yard double lung, liver, stomach, shoulder blade shot. Wow, was that a great shot. No organs hit there, and yeah, I mean, that's literally where we took the shot, so he definitely must have looped around. However, that shot was a 116-yard shot, and we just caught him a little bit too far back. Would have been a nice gold at 116 yards, but a 49.15, and we still did take him down. But we got even more cash for this one. 1,219 cash for that one male coyote. This is why I tell people to always go for coyotes when you're hunting for a specific animal. No matter what, if you see one of these, go for them because they give you so much cash and they give you a lot of practice. Well, those coyotes should be coming in, but for some reason we can't spot them just yet. Although I know they're right over here somewhere. We do, however, happen to have some blacktails coming this direction. And they happen to be right there. We got a buck, 69 yards out. Now that should pretty much be 65. Yep. That's exactly what that is. Oh, our coyote. Where? Oh, right there, I see him. Oh my god, I see him. He was right there. Well, he's still right there. And there he is, right there, 55 yards out. Okay, the good thing is that we have a perfect wind. So all we gotta do is stop the caller a little bit, let him calm down, and then turn it back on so we can keep him interested in coming in. Also, this rain may even help to get him to come even closer. Holy, look at the coyotes. They're all around. We got a 5 medium there. We got a female there. We got another one there. There's our 6. Okay, here we go. He's stepping out. Oh, perfect. This is what we wanted the whole time. We wanted to have a setup just like this. We got him out there 35 yards out. And he's gonna come even closer. Alright, we'll try and get him to stop right about there, which should put him somewhere around 35. 37. And we just made him do a freaking backflip. We absolutely smoked that coyote, guys. Literally smoked that coyote. Wow. And we got that one as well. Another one is down. And I think that's pretty much all of them. There was one more, but I'm pretty sure he might have taken off. Although I still feel like I hear one. That's because we do. There he is right there, 55 yards, 55 yards. Right there, stepping out. All he's got to do is step out a little bit more, and we'll have a shot. Ooh, bad choice, coyote. Bad choice, coyote. Yep, we smoked him. 55 yards on the trot, and we dropped him right there. All right, well, that's about as good as it gets right here. We just tripled up on coyotes. We just tripled up on coyotes, and we got another nice blacktail buck down over there. So let's go down and go pick him up. Okay, so we should have a coyote piled up right here, and we do. Left lung, liver, stomach shot at 32 yards, and that was a female. And then we got our 5 medium male piled up right down over here. He tried to trot through that grass, but we saw him and we made it happen. 48-yard trotting double lung shot and a 45.81 orange coyote. And then we got this guy. This is a big old gold potential, and he did a freaking backflip. He's actually not quite going to be gold, but just barely. 48.86, and we double lunged him at 38 yards. He ended up weighing 48 pounds as well, but a very nice male coyote indeed. We got this doe taken off over here, and here is our nice blacktail buck. All right. That's a 70-yard neck shot. Whew. Some could say that there was a little bit of luck involved in that shot, and they'd probably be right. But I would still say that it was a perfect shot. All right. The only thing that we need now is that big blacktail buck. We know he's around here somewhere. It's just a matter of getting lucky enough to find him. We've been to this location 4 times now, and we've yet to get a single eye on this buck aside from the first time. But I got a pretty good clue. He might be here the next time we show up. All right, guys, it's the next morning now. We're back over here in this tree stand, and we just got a call from a blacktail buck right behind us here. Now, I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be from our buck or what, but there's definitely a buck right behind us here. Oh, we got a buck moving in right there, 80 yards out from us, a decent level 3. Another one there. We got a doe there. And this buck is coming in right there. I can't believe it, but this buck is not going to show himself. Therefore, we're probably going to have to take this one down. Well, maybe we could double up here. Yep, we can double up. I was gonna say, don't tell me that's our big 4. And it's not. It's just that 3 that we saw before. But then, where would our big buck be? Like, if he's not here, where the heck could he be? Oh my God, you guys, look what just showed up. Our huge blacktail buck, and he's only 50 yards away from us. I don't know where the heck he came from, but he is coming right in just behind us here. Look at that. Wow. There's 2 of them. That's our buck. That was not even the buck that we were looking for. It's a nice 4, a huge 4 as a matter of fact, but this one is even bigger. That is the giant, and he just appeared 70 yards out. All right, guys, what are we gonna do? I'm thinking we should take this buck. The smaller of the 2 should for surely come back eventually. He's gonna feed out there at 65 yards. No freaking way. This is awesome. All right, well, we could for surely take that shot, and I think we're going to. If we make a perfect shot, the other buck might not spook. And 65 yards just so happens to be exactly how far we're zeroed in for. So, let's line up. And let one fly. Oh, we doubled up! We shot that one a little bit high. I wasn't exactly sure where to hold, but you know what? We just made an incredible shot on that first buck. Wow. Well, it all came down to that moment right there. And we definitely made it count. All right, here's our giant buck down, piled up right here, guys. He was an absolute monster. We took him at 65 yards. And holy, is he gonna be big. Look at that rack sticking up. He does have the small diamond rack, which makes him an absolute giant. And we pulled off a 65-yard double lung liver shot. He's gonna score 145.27. So he's nowhere near being a diamond, but he's still a huge buck. And I think mainly because one of his sides is not as symmetrical as his other side there. This side here is the small diamond rack, but this side here is the big 3 rack. So there's a huge difference in rack length there. Nonetheless, it's still a giant buck, and we made one incredible, perfect double lung liver stomach shot on that buck. The second buck we hit pretty solid as well, and he ran up over and through here. In fact, we should be able to track him down right up over the top of this ridge. Yep, that's some really good blood right there. Really good blood, as a matter of fact. That's our huge blacktail buck as well. I knew we got him a little bit high, but luckily he's not anywhere near as big as the buck that we just got. He's still a pretty big one though. 141.34. We were holding high for 65, but unfortunately we drilled the spine at 55 yards. Wow, just a little bit too high. Still made a great shot, and a really good blacktail buck is down. Well, what if I told you guys that we have one more spot where there happens to be a pretty big buck? Now this spot is way up on the top end over here by Mount Leviathan, and we're actually gonna go into this lookout tower to potentially be able to call him into range. How cool would that be if we could take down this big buck out of the tower stand? You're talking about a 60-yard shot straight down below. Whew, it's gonna be pretty interesting. But I also don't think we could take a shot through there. So we're gonna have to slide up to the top over here. Now this for surely should work out, especially if we can do this. Even better. All right, perfect. Whoa, we might have made a little too much noise there. But where is our big buck? We got that buck there. We got a doe there. We got a couple deer. Oh, there's our big buck. Holy, he's 90 yards out right down below us. Right there, he's stepping out. Oh, here we go. He's going to be right below us. And that's him at 70 yards. It's a shot, but he's angled slightly at us that I don't feel super comfortable with taking. However, that is a little bit different. We got him out here at 50 yards, perfectly broadside, and that is a shot that I'm comfortable taking. I don't know what the heck he's doing. The wind pushed the arrow wide right. Oh my God, that was not good. Oh, that was not good. All right, so we got him out there at 70 yards this time. The wind is blowing hard right. We got to get him to come closer. At this point, that is literally all we can do. We got this deer right underneath us here. And if we get that buck to come closer, we could for surely go for the shot. All right, he's stepping out 75 yards out right behind that rock. Wow, that's way too far. With this wind, it might as well be 100. All right, well, the good thing is he's coming right behind this tree. And when he comes out, he's going to be less than 30 yards. And there we go. He's stepping out. He's stepping out right there. Right below us. And he's down. Perfect shot. We got another buck right there, which we might be able to double up on. shot like that. Oh my freaking god, did you guys see that shot? What the heck did we just do? 75 yards on the trot. And he trotted right into that one. Absolutely phenomenal shot. Holy, that was super epic. Wow. So on that note, let's get down and go pick up the rest of these deer. Including the huge blacktail buck that we just got. I was gonna say, if that's gonna be a big buck, that would have been so unfortunate. But here lays our massive level 3 blacktail buck. It's gonna be a gold, a 141.47 gold. This buck is bigger than our 4 that we just shot. And we got a left lung liver shot at 31 yards out of the top of this lookout tower. What a shot and what a rack on this blacktail. Wow, I really like the rack on this buck. It's so real and so symmetrical. It's just awesome. All right, and here for the grand finale, the most incredible shot maybe that we've ever made with a bow and arrow on a trotting deer. All right, here he lays, and that was a vital hit. A double lung shot at 70 yards on the trot with the compound bow. And look at the trajectory of that arrow coming all the way from the top of that lookout tower, shooting almost directly downwards, going through and hitting the opposite lung on the other side. Just a phenomenal shot. And a good buck as well. He ended up being a 115. But a 68 yard trotting double lung shot. What an epic moment this whole hunt has been overall. It was a lot of work trying to find these big blacktail, but in the end, it was definitely all worth it. Also, if you didn't, make sure you go back and watch our hunting every single animal in Call of the Wild video, where we hunted over 95 different species of animals with the AR-300 Magnum. I hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.